refresh.
All right.
Wait, is it public? Okay, there it is. Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh crap, it's delayed.
Yeah, we do have a bit of a
So
delay
weird.
on it.
But the
So-
chat should be like right away.
Okay.
That's fine.
Just put that headset on, see if you can hear us. Gotta turn it on first.
Oh my gosh, you got a small
Gotta turn it on first, goober.
The button or the dial.
There. Don't touch anything else. Let it go. Yeah.
You say something real loud.
Sup, everybody?
That's your turn.
He's gonna sneeze.
What's up, YouTube?
What's the topic?
All
Nothing
right,
as of yet. We're gonna
All right,
figure
we're
that
good?
out here in a
All right,
moment.
so then you're good.
I'm just trying to get everything dialed
Hello.
in, so give us a minute.
What's the topic?
What is the topic?
I don't know. What is the topic, Grady?
I don't know what the topic is. I'm just here.
This is Grady, everybody. So, for those of you who have been wondering, Grady's here finally. Like we said for a while now, he does all of our editing. He's been killing it. A lot of other things that we're keeping on the DL for now, but it's definitely something to look forward to. So, is there anything you would like to say for yourself, young sir?
No, not really. No.
No. Nothing about what you have
Not
going on. in
really.
the-
I have 4 tanks on my own deal upstairs in my room, but I haven't really had the time to do anything. So it's somewhat in the works, but not really in the works. So
So what's your main dilemma? Stocking? Would you like to give us little hints on what's going on?
no, we'll see it
No.
when they see it.
Okay. Oh, okay. I get that.
So yeah, we'll keep that on the DL, as you would say. So but yeah, But I think you hinted at I have a nano tank, but that's honestly about it.
Yeah, well, we talked a little bit before about the different things that we each have, and you have one decent sized rimless tank, which is just a beautiful tank, and you've done things with it aquascaping wise that accents the fact that it's nice clean lines, and like we got the aqua clear
Yeah.
hang on back filter for it, and
Shout
that
out
was
with,
really nice.
Fishing friends for that, Thank you. Shout out
I need
Fishing Friends and
Yeah, shout out
Pops
Fishing
for
Friends.
the filter.
Yeah, Fishing Friends was running a certain percentage off of anything in the store, and so it was a great deal to be able to get it. And it was, again, the aqua clears are clear hang on back, so it was a really good fit for that tank to be able to have that on there. So again, you dealt a little bit more with the nano fish kind of stuff. You have cichlids too, and some unique stuff as well.
Yeah, he does have a few oddball rarity, I guess, fish. Some of your fish are on the rarity level.
It's honestly just a hodgepodge of stuff up there. The
A
only thing
hodgepodge.
the only thing that's really put together up there is honestly the nano tank, and that's not really like what I want it to be just yet, but it's like halfway there. But the rest of the stuff up there is kind of just put together, and it is what it is. But with the cichlid tank, I thought about reconversing that into another nano tank. I thought about it, but didn't end up doing it yet.
And that's cool. Like if that's your thing, then that's your thing. And I do like that too. In some of the cases, I've looked at some stuff here too, and I'm like, oh man, that would be kind of a cool nano tank. And again, we've talked before about how neat it would be to have like a big nano tank. And that sounds kind of
Like all of that into a nano tank would be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
yeah. The discus tank is a 125, and that has nano fish in it too.
Well, you have to put like thousands of
That's
fish
put a
in there.
lot. Yeah, which I did just add a bunch too. I think it was like 20 of the Rummy Nose Tetras. I just added in earlier this week. and they're doing great, swimming around with the rasboras, Harlequin rasboras. But I love seeing it, and I love seeing it yours too. You know, when your guys are going back and forth and hanging out, we're still growing out a couple of your, they're like a bluish purple neon something. I can't remember the name of what those were. No, you're the split tails made it up, but
Split tails are up there. There's the black and yellow. There's some. I have
So
a
we're
picture
just
of it.
gonna talk about the stuff and not show your stuff yet.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna not get into that.
we was going to talk about it on
Okay,
the live,
okay.
and then he's going to video these things, and the video should be up probably next week to showcase some of his tanks. Maybe we would just do one at a time and kind of look through, explain what your idea was for it and stuff. But
Mhm.
you know, I know it was the people were asking for more Grady, so we're trying to get him more involved.
It's good. I'm excited for that.
And what better way to get more involved than talking about his stuff?
And live too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the man himself. So
You can talk a little bit more about your editing stuff too, like these ideas that just come to you. If anybody saw the most recent one with the bread,
yeah, that
fell
was
over.
cool. That was cool.
It's
You want to give any hints
hilarious.
on that, or
What with the editing
what
thing,
kind
or
of
just like the inspiration, like where it comes from?
that, and maybe do you think we should keep the software side out of things, or maybe talk about that briefly? So some of
Software
the
like
some
what
of
I
the
use.
some of the things that you use.
That's more of like a
more of a
that's more
you
like a
thing.
Q&A for you, because I know you need some of the answers. But when it comes to like how
Not
we
nice.
how we record the videos, we just use an iPhone and a tripod, and then once it's done, we go straight to Google Drive, and then from the Google Drive you download it, and then I open CapCut on my computer, and then I start off with the intro, do the intro, and then I watch the video all the way through, rewind it, and then I mark down what needs to be edited and what needs to just be left alone. And then I go on and I click each individual clip that you guys have, put that on 60 frames, and then I start actually editing the videos. But when it comes to inspiration, it's kind of just like a spur of the moment thing and like how the video's going and how I'm feeling about it. But with the bread thing, it's honestly just funny because that was from like an old Vine. It was like
I do remember
millions
that
of views Vine.
a
So
long time ago.
I did that and I thought it was funny. And then
Funny.
I did calculate how long it took you guys to edit and set up that camera, and it was 5 minutes, and then I did.
Oh, yeah, I believe it.
he
I
did
believe
try
it.
timing out for that 5 minutes
believe
thing.
it.
I think it's funny too because a lot of times Garrett and I don't see the videos until after he's done editing and stuff. So when you guys saw the bread drop was when we saw the bread drop, and it is hilarious. And usually we're texting back and forth like, "Oh my gosh, that was hilarious!" Mom's laughing. It's just we like to have fun with it. You know, hope you guys are having fun with it too. We like having fun with it, and you know, we put all the little blooper things in there too as we go. It is what it is.
Yeah, buddy. So yeah, I'm excited for once you start doing your stuff. Start actually posting some of the things in your room. So
Yep.
that'll be dope. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
So
It's
again,
something that Grady has a passion about. You know, that editing, and like you've been doing that with your race car stuff for a while, and you've designed, you know, shirts and hats and things, and you know, it's something that he's really good at, something that he's passionate about, and it's something that I know Garrett kind of likes to mess around with some editing stuff and things like that too. Not really my thing. I'll be honest. I don't really know that I have the patience for that,
yeah,
but you guys are a little more involved
editing
in it.
is
I have a-
really tedious.
I have a feeling once you start editing, you're probably gonna get a little bit more frustrated. But
It's worth it though once you get
once you
so-
figure it out and you have the ins and outs of how to do it and get like all the software stuff figured out, I think it'll be fine. But like, you just gotta get in a rhythm and know what you're doing, and then you'll be fine. I just kind of airballed it the first video I ever edited, so.
What? What are some of these comments?
no
Get in there.
idea. What's up, guys?
Yeah, what's up, Don Wu? Don Juan Koof. 2121. We got
Digital X-ray.
Mom
What's
on
up?
there.
What's
So
up? What's up?
y'all even look at the screen. You know me. Who am I? Is Keith eating cheese? And I can't say the rest of that, but from the pizza. Don Juan Koof. Well, no, I don't know that I would know who that is. I had a couple people on here that said that they knew who I was, but I didn't know them kind
How
of
do you
thing.
know you ate cheese pizza though?
I don't know. It's nice you can hide behind the screen. But anyway.
Yeah, no,
That's that. So anyway, back to fish talk. So that's that.
But you do.
oh, I'm sure. I don't know what your name is on there, but digital X-ray broker. Hey, what's up, Ryan?
I want to see.
Oh, it's on Ryan.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
We gotta get Uncle or not Uncle. Jeez. Gotta get Mexicali fish keeper in here.
Yeah. No, we gotta do a
did
thing
the-
where we do a live with them, a little
Now he's on.
Now he's on here.
Q&A thing.
What is up? How are you doing? Oh no, we're loading.
Well,
But anyway, so as you guys have seen from some of my shorts, I've got some new exciting things. One of those being a dove eye that I'm very excited about. I
Okay.
got a
a
dove eye,
Dovi.
DOVI wolf cichlid.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about like Adobe software. Like you didn't know how to pronounce it.
No, a dove eye. So I'm excited about that. Those will get pretty good size and pretty aggressive. So like I
I saw a
said,
video today about those.
yeah, they're
We're
awesome.
on a list of the most aggressive fish, cichlid fish or whatever that you can keep in the hobby, and it was all the way down to
I've
number
seen the
one.
world.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm excited. How are the discus?
The discus are phenomenal. I did have one that like really lightened up in color, weirdly enough, because it was a little bit more marbled and red and orange, and it kind of got a little bit more washed out. I don't know if it's stressed out or if it's like a water quality thing. Everybody else seems fine, but the one kind of washed out a little bit. But that's the only worry with any of them. They're doing phenomenal. It took me a little bit to get them to eat right, but now I put the bloodworms and stuff right down in my fingers, and they come up and eat right out of my hand.
That's cool.
Yeah, they got the rummy nose tetras in there, the harlequin rasboras in there, and I have a rainbow fish that's just too fast for me to catch to get out, so she's just chilling
in there.
and then the catfish that's in there as well. But everybody's doing great. There's plenty of space for them. There's plenty of space for maybe a couple more. Just saying. If Blake runs another deal, who knows? But it's one of my favorite tanks to watch because the light is kind of faded a little bit, and it's in the middle of the tank, so you have the dark ends on both sides, and then you have the center area that has that like light towards the back of the tank. It gives it a lot more depth, and I don't know how else to say it. It's a little more dramatic, I guess, for the lighting. So and you guys can see in the camera here too. We have the 40 gallon here that has the
Let me
true
scoop.
parrot.
Let me scoop.
Oh, they can see it.
Let me scoot a little bit further.
It's got the true parrot in here,
Somewhere.
and the pistogramma.
Right there. And the pistogramma's
Pistogramma.
right there.
Yeah, he's got like the red flamey look to him, and a couple of the little corridoras, stir-by corridoras.
Don Juan asked, "What's the antibiotic loads you have to use when a fish is sick?"
Depends
The
on what it's
antibiotic-
sick with.
Yeah, it depends on what it's sick with. I recently went through a bacterial infection with my green terror, and I used Maricin. Oh, I think I moved them out somewhere else, but I had them sitting in here. a lot of times we'll try and do aquarium salt and increase the temperature of the water for most things. That'll usually clear it up without having to chemically dose anything. But it was erythromycin and yeah, that's not for that. That's
Basically,
that's Purigen.
it depends on what the fish is with, because it's so hard to tell. Everything can be a different situation.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, rule of thumb is like you said, temperature, aquarium salt, and then just kind of seeing what happens from there. I know, like for me, like if your fish have ick, you'll know by looking for the fins and stuff, which I did have to treat my dovie for. And that what he was treated within probably 5 days. Obviously, I did it for a full week, but I didn't notice anything, any more dots or anything like that on him after.
And I think that was the super hip cure, wasn't that? I think it was
because that's what I had to use for the
yeah,
EVAs.
we did a lot of research on that to try and find what was the best one, and I believe that's what it was. It was the super ick cure.
Yep.
And that was doing really, really well. I had ick a couple times in my tanks, but again, if you have a good quarantining process and you're doing all that, you're usually going to be okay.
Yep.
It's not that big of a
And I got the
worry
dovie, like it had ick from the jump. So instantly I knew I had to put it in a 10-gallon tank. But other than that, I haven't had any ick issues in a long time either. And again, all that is like he just said, quarantine process. So
yeah,
that's huge.
Yep.
But yeah, so let's keep the pH. Yeah, pH definitely. It depends again though on what's in said tank. Like it all just water parameters depends specifically on the stocking and specifically on the fish. Like you don't want to mix two different types of fish together that require different pHs, because obviously neither of those fish will thrive the way that they should. So I think it's important to definitely try and keep things as realistic as possible, I guess. Kind of.
yeah. I try and keep things
At least for
as
what I do.
consistent as I can with that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Because if I'm chasing a pH level for a particular tank all the time, then it's causing
just no
fluctuations,
reason.
and the fluctuations
Yeah.
become stress issues, and stress induces a lot of illnesses as well. So we try to make sure to keep things as even as possible.
Do you sanitize the water? Meaning what?
I mean, sanitize the water as in probably like putting the
Like
aqua drops in for like chlorine and
talking about like pre-treating your tank?
yeah.
I always use Prime. Prime's my
Go into
go-to.
detail of what Prime is pretty much what it does.
Basically, it detoxifies the water. So
Yeah,
there's
he said filter retreat,
yeah, basically.
and like I don't have an RO filter or anything on mine, but I do treat my water with it. I use Prime as well because I used to use this API stress coat, and I have some of this now because of the stress coat in it. Actually, was helpful for replenishing the slime coat on the Green Terror's issue that she was having, the bacterial issue was damaging her slime coat. So I used the stress coat on that. But I do have axolotls too. So the aloe in the stress coat for the API is damaging and toxic to the axolotls. So I switched over to Prime. So I use Prime for everything unless I have a tank that's having an issue with bacterial infection or something that's going on with that, and then I'll use the stress coat as long as it has nothing to do with the axolotls.
Nice.
Yeah, I switched over to Prime, and I'll tell you what, I do prefer the Prime more. You don't have to use as much of it.
Yep.
And
that's another thing that's important too with dosing fish is I always try, and depending on the size of the fish, I'll pull them out, put them in a 10 or 20-gallon tank. That way you're using less liquid material to treat the fish.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have to use less of your product, that's not nearly as expensive, more effective for the fish.
Yeah.
You're right. If you have the availability, you should always have a hospital tank, if at all possible.
Always.
Sometimes you have a fish that's probably too big for a hospital tank. And that makes it problematic, but
realistically do what you can with what you have or what you're able to achieve. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I know your Uncle Ryan, who's on here,
Yeah.
said, well, he has like one of those IBC totes, which is
Yeah.
like a 350-gallon IBC tote,
Yeah.
and he pre-treats all his water in that. Like he fills it, pre-treats it, lets it like off gas for all the chemical stuff,
Mm.
like chlorine, chloramine, all that stuff off gases, and then he can use that for his water changes. If I had the space for that, I would probably do something along those lines as well.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't have much of the space available to be able to do that.
Uncle Ryan's been keeping fish for a long time now too.
Yeah.
So.
They said, "You guys even look at the camera?" No, it's way up there.
Y'all should get a blue ring octopus. Yes and no. Like that's more something that would be, I feel like, on my lines of things because I do like the bizarre things like that.
That's
Like
definitely more of a you thing.
Yeah. I do plan to get some weird things like that. I'm not gonna say an octopus, but I do plan to get some weird things later on in the future. So the thing right now is most of the fish that I'm getting or that I have, I'm kind of growing out in mind to go to a bigger idea later down the road. So once everything's grown out, then I'm kind of gonna get things that'll be in that tank permanently and stay in that tank. Because for the most part, like I said, everything that I have now within mind should go into something.
Actually, I'm gonna move that down.
Yeah,
Going
I
off
feel
screen?
like I gotta like.
Yeah, I think we got a good
Yeah,
angle on a lot of things, but I think unfortunately
maybe we'll
for
drop
us to be able to interact with our people here
Yeah,
a little bit more.
yeah. One more face to face.
Yeah.
I want to get Mexicali in here. It's too bad, but he sent me his
I know that.
Facebook, but I don't remember it off the top of my head, and I'm not gonna just throw out guys' Facebook. Actually, yeah, no. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it's on his account, but
There we
anyway,
go. Now we're back.
there he is. He's doing it. He's doing his thing. But yeah, so anyway, I got the device, so that's something new that I got that you guys have seen. You guys have seen the 5-star cichlid. You guys have also seen the hybrid. So
He said venomous tank would be choice.
venomous tank.
Yeah. You know, I found out today I was watching a thing on stingrays, and they were saying that stingrays are venomous
Yeah.
because they have like the venomous poison stuff that's actually it's not in the barbs, it's in a channel that can travel from the skin of the tail into the barb. There's a little channel that goes down through there. And I always knew you had to kind of be wary of the barbs themselves because they were super sharp and can pierce you and this and that. But I never understood that there was actually venom involved in that as well.
Yeah.
And he was saying too that the people who had gotten stung by that, like in the hand, got pricked with it.
Oh yeah, I heard
They said it was the worst.
Yeah, worst pain they've ever had.
And he said it lasts for like a week too.
Yeah. And it comes and goes and comes and
Yeah,
goes.
it was the most excruciating, throbbing pain ever.
Yep. So we'll leave that as a hint. Anyway. And if I had the room, I'll be honest, I would get a red tail catfish or just something obnoxiously large along the lines of that. If I could, I would get an arowana, but they're illegal here, depending on what species. Asian.
Yeah, the
arowana.
Asian arowana you can't have. Which I
Hurts
think
my
we're
heart.
beyond that anymore. If the people that were in charge of that kind of crap would, get on board to say, hey, look, it was for a preservation thing. We're beyond that. They're all thriving, doing well. We should all be able to have those again.
Fish rescue. I wish. If I had the room, man. If I had the room.
Oh yeah, I thought about that too.
If I had the room, that'd be
I
sick.
watched the Ohio Fish Rescue. That was hard to say, oddly enough. Yeah. Those guys, I mean, they took it to the extreme, but it would be kind of cool to be able to have like a warehouse building or a large garage or barn kind of area to be able to do that and save, rescue, do the videos on that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty big dream try
Yeah,
to make that happen.
it's kind of like along the lines of like the whole basement thing, like doing the breeding projects and stuff that I've been like. Some of the stuff I've kind of pulled back off of. Prime example of that being the green terrier project, because I did have eggs and fry multiple times, but they could never seem to figure it out. So I pulled them out of the 20-gallon tank that they were in, put them in the 65 with the albino Oscar, and they're thriving in there. I just don't know with all the activity, bottom dwellers, ropefish, bisher, 2 species of catfish. I don't really think that the chances are going to be there.
I don't know. You actually did have wigglers out of that too.
I had a whole fry that were swimming and eating,
like,
and then one day
they were out
I think
moving around.
convict ate them, and then convict got fed to Joker.
Yeah, I had my red spotted gold severums had eggs several times.
Yeah,
and they never manifested into wrigglers or fry or anything. I think they just ate them again, or they weren't able to get them to actually follow through with the whole process. Which is kind of a shame because I was really looking forward to that. It was one of my first ones that really started doing the egg thing.
Yeah,
and it never ended up coming out of anything.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
But so I want to 5 people.
I think it's more than that. I think it just hasn't refreshed.
All right. Well, if anybody has any questions or whatever, like I want to hear them. If anybody like what we want to keep moving forward, or whatever plans for things. So there's some fish that I got another type of Texas cichlid. They have not been shown, and I did
go back to the Black River and snipe a shark with me, Kitty, and Stormy.
That
my
makes
God.
so much sense now.
There it is. Oh, there you go,
There we
Gary.
go.
That would be his.
Played us well. It's wild.
Yeah, Mama Jen.
But yeah, so anyway, that's cool that they're watching.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh
Good to see you guys
no!
on her.
Where do you? No. But yeah, I do want to stingray. I do want to get a stingray.
I like
at
that.
some
That's
point.
cool. Great to change my background on my PC down here to the updated 3rd GenAquatics insignia here, which I did not have the ability to change.
Well, I don't.
access.
I can
This is why I need you to get on this Discord. So I
Discord.
can send you stuff like this and communicate on there too.
Here, see, we're all just learning as we go along.
Rich is on Call of Duty. But this is why I
Nice.
need one. But if it's like actual files, like when you go onto Adobe, or like if you ever get into that, like I'll have to email you the actual file instead of sending it on here. 'Cause you can only, there's a limit to however big files you can send on here.
Yeah.
But I want you on here so it's easier to do that.
So
Snipe a shark.
So if that is who I think it is, then I'm gonna say this, okay? So I've always enjoyed researching gar species. So I think in the future,
Yeah, they are up there.
oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
Not there.
In the future, that might be something I want to get. So I don't know what kind I'm gonna get, but I do want to
They
get.
had one like just for pets though. No, it wasn't just for pets.
It was
on that
Blake's.
store.
Yeah,
Blake's had
they have
some
the silver
gars as
gar.
well.
They have
Yeah,
silver gar.
Well, the one we saw was only like itty bitty. It was only like that big.
Yeah, it was a little thing. Yeah.
Itty bitty house on an itty bitty yard, or however the song goes. It's all right to be itty bitty.
Big old damn big old city.